นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะพุทธังสรณังสังฆังนะมัสสามิสาธุ Hello everyone. Hello Maria. Hello everyone from anywhere that you are. I'm Aya Khemawamsi from Mahawana Bhikkhuni Arama in Thailand. Hello Shayanta Fernando. Sadhu. So it's good to see you all again. Today, we're gonna we're gonna learn together from Dhammapada verse 80. Hello Gregory. Hello Maria. From Dhammapada verse 80, Paṇḍitasāmaṇera Vatthu. I'm pretty sure that you may have heard about this, from the Dhammapada, the Buddha said, irrigators guide water, fletchers shape arrows, carpenters shape wood, the wise tame themselves. Are you familiar with this? Today we're gonna talk about this verse, mentioning the commentary, the reason behind this story, and also we're gonna talk about how to tame the mind. You all can share your experience, or you have any question, then if I can answer, then I can answer to you, and then we're gonna learn about the characteristic behavior. There are 6 characteristic behavior, and then you might think which meditation object that I should practice, something like that. Hello Madeline, right? Sorry to if I mispronounce your name. Okay, we're gonna talk about the story behind this verse. So this verse is from the Paṇḍitasāmaṇera. Samanera, so he's under 20, right? But this person is only 7 years old. The novice who is just only 7 years old. In the past, in the Buddha's era, the first novice is the venerable Rahula, right? The son of the Buddha himself. And after that, after the venerable Rahula ordained, and then father of the Buddha, the king Sutthodana, asked the Buddha that, please, if you maybe just 7 years old or above to be able to ordain, and also you need to ask for the parents' permission, because at first the venerable Rahula just ordained because of the Buddha is the father, right? But you need to ask someone else who is the guardians or the parents. So basically we know that for the Samanera or Samaneri, 7 years old minimum. Okay, so he is the son of the young son of the rich man in Savatthi. He became, the Paṇḍitasāmaṇera, he became a Samanera or the novice at the age of 7. On the 8th day after becoming a novice, he was following Venerable Sariputta Thera for alms round. And then on the way, both of them walking, together for the alms round, right? And on the way for the alms round, the novice saw farmers. So here is going to be the conversation between the Paṇḍitasāmaṇera and the Venerable Sariputta Thera. Okay. So first, the novice, as he was going with the Venerable Sariputta, he saw an irrigation canal along the way and asked the Venerable Sariputta, what is this called, Venerable Sir? And then Venerable Sariputta, or the elder, replied, "It is called an irrigation canal, novice." The novice asked, "What do people do with this canal?" The elder answered, "They divert water from here and there to cultivate their crops." The novice then asked, "Does water have a mind, Venerable sir?" Like he is only 7 years old, so he just like asks simply, just like a child asks father or asks their teacher, right? "Does water have a mind?" The elder replied, "No, it does not, my child." The novice then thought, think about it. The novice thought, if people can divert water which has no mind to wherever they desire to carry out their work, then why should a person with the mind not be able to bring their own mind under control and fulfill the ascetic practice? So this is very interesting for that 7 years old to be able to contemplate, to compare, to reflect, right? Like suppose like it's me, 7 years old me. When I walk, when I ask, it's just like, oh, well, this is like the canal, or this is like the farmers, right? But the Pandita Samanera, he's very wise, he's very intelligent. So he, had this idea. The idea came up like, if people can divert water, which has no mind, and be able to control, and make use of it, but why should a person with a mind not be able to bring their own mind under control and fulfill the ascetic practice? And then, after that, they walk along. And as they continue walking, they saw fletchers hitting arrows over a fire, then straightening them by sighting along them with the corner of the eye, like watching like this. He asked, "What are these people called, Venerable sir?" The elder, Venerable Sariputta, replied, "They are fletchers, my child." The novice asked, "What are they doing?" The elder answered, "They are heating the arrows over a fire and straightening them." The novice asked, "Do those arrows have a mind?" "No, they do not have the mind, my child." The novice thought, if people can take mindless arrows, heat them over a fire, and straighten them, then why should a person with a mind not be able to bring their own mind under control and fulfill the ascetic practice? And then, as they walked along again, the novice saw people carving wood to make various vehicle parts. And so the novice asked, "What are these people called, Venerable sir?" The elder replied, "They are carpenters, my child." The novice asked, "What are they doing?" "Oh, they make wood and make wheels for cars and so forth." The novice asked, "Does the wood have a mind, Venerable sir?" The elder replied, "No, it does not." At that moment, the novice reflected this. If people can take a piece of wood which has no mind and fashion it into wheels and other things, then why should a person with the mind not be able to bring their own mind under control and fulfill the ascetic practice? After that, and seeing, contemplating all these reasons, the novice said to Venerable Sariputta that, "Venerable sir, if you would be so kind as to take your alms bowl and robes," because normally the novice is gonna be the one who carry the alms bowl and robe, it's something that we should do, to help out with the senior, something like that. So the novice said, like, "If you would be so kind, please take your alms bowl and robe. I, the novice, would like to return to my kuti to practice." The elder did not think like, "Oh, wow, this young novice just ordained can, say such thing to the senior, something like that. But no, it's not for Venerable Sariputta. The Venerable Sariputta said, okay, novice, bring them here. And he took back his alms bowl and robe. And then the novice returned, went back to his monastery, to his kuti, and then meditate, practice, tame the minds. Eventually, on that day, the novice reached, reached the arahantship, and he became the arahant. Only after 8 days, after 8 days after ordination. After that, the Buddha, people ask it's an amazing story, right? And then the Buddha said, it's actually, it's a thing that we can do. And also it's a thing that, irrigators, guide water is what they do. This is like the duty, the responsibility, the job, the work. Fletchers shape arrows is what they do, right? Carpenters shape wood. Just the same thing, in the same fashion. The wise, the astute, train or tame themselves. So this is, like a short verse, but very beautiful written, and also beautiful, it's a beautiful way to reflect that, we as a human being, right? We have the body and we have the mind. We're still breathing. We are able to train the mind. If we can train, if we can train the dog, if we can, make, what's it called? The aircraft. If we can make the airplane, if we can go to Mars, go to the moon, why can't we, go inside, observe inside, look inward, and then train the mind. Train it, and not the way like control, but make it control. Get rid of unwholesome qualities, cultivate wholesome qualities, and so on. So quite short, isn't it? But it's very beautiful. And also, this is going to be like a topic that we're going to discuss further. And also, if you have any question, you can, feel free to ask me. It's good to, at least share your experience, how you train yourself, how you train your mind, and also, think about it, that how can we tame ourselves? We know that we should train, we should, practice, we should meditate, we should make merit or cultivate wholesome qualities, things like that. But why? Hi, Isabel. Good morning. Right? Why should we train ourselves? For me, to answer first, if we are able to train ourselves right at this very moment, right at this very life, we can be happy. We can end the suffering. It's not that we train ourselves to be able to be happy in the next life. It's not like that. You can be happy right here, right now, at this very moment, if you maybe try to investigate the Dhamma, learn and then practice, and to really experience it yourself. Many people, talk about Buddhism as, it's always about suffering. Of course, the Buddha talked about suffering. But the Buddha said, like, the first noble truth is suffering. It's true. You have to admit it's true. Birth is no joke. It's really suffering. You cry, when you're born. Right after you're born, you cry. We have to face the aging. Back, you hurt your back, you hurt your joints, you hurt your, like the eyesight, like it's not the same. When you age, things gonna be not as pleasant as when you're in your 20s, right? So birth, is not pleasant. What's it called? Sickness is not pleasant. When you want something and you don't get it, it's not pleasant. So the first noble truth is really the truth that suffering is like this. Birth, sickness, aging, lamentation, things like that. When you cling on to something, then suffering, right? But the Buddha did not say like, okay, like all sufferings occur in your life. It's not like that. The Buddha said, this is the first truth. You should know thoroughly. You should like admit it and know about it. And then the Buddha said, what is the cause then? The cause of suffering, the second noble truth is the desire, the craving, the longing, the wanting, the greed. Why is suffering? Why is the cause? Because once you have the craving, the greed, then you feel like you get stuck. You are tied to something. Like for example, if I say like, I want a new mobile phone. I want a new phone. And then, the image of the new phone, pop up like, oh, I really want it. Oh, I have to check the price. Oh, I need a promotion. Oh, now, the economic, like, my financial issue is not really good, but I really, really want it. So once you have the desire, the craving occurs, then you are tied to that thing. You have no freedom. In the past, you might have, live your life freely, you have freedom. But after you want something and need to get that, you have no freedom over it. You under that control. You under that influence. Yeah, you be influenced by that. Right? So this is the cause of suffering. And then the Buddha said, but there is the end of suffering as well. You need to reach, you should reach, it's something that reachable. It's something that you can achieve. It's the end of suffering. How? Oh, why? What is it? End of suffering. So because end of suffering is the end of craving. It's the end of desire. That's it. No desire, no suffering. How to reach that end of suffering? The Buddha taught us the path leading to the end of suffering, right? Which is called the Noble Eightfold Path. In short, is precept, sila, samadhi, concentration, and wisdom is panya. So the Buddha talked about it, even though it starts from the suffering, but eventually it will end up nirvana, nibbana. No more hatred, no more desire, no more delusion. The Buddha said, nibbana, no. What is it? Nibbanang palamang sukhang. Nibbanang palamang sukhang, which is nibbana, is the supreme happiness. So eventually we're going to reach to the happiness, right? So when we practice, when we train ourselves to try to get rid of the desire, try to get rid of the hatred, try to get rid of the ignorance, the delusion, to experience the true happiness, not in the next life, in this very life, Nibbana is not something that you have to die first and then reach Nibbana, but you can take a glimpse of it. The moment that you have no greed, the moment that you have no hatred, no anger, the moment that you have like the right understanding, clear vision, clear mind, love, what's it called? Loving kindness, compassion. It's a thing that we can experience like, oh, this is feel free, feel light, and have freedom, liberated. Tamika said, I'm trying to be always aware that I have a mind. You, this is, I have a mind. I would like to, I think it's not right to say that. The mind is the mind. But if you say, I have a mind, that's like a atta, the self, right? The mind is the mind. The self is like the actually delusion, because the mind is also anatta, not self. Hello Pumika, hello Tamika, hello JD Smith, hello Jim McCarty. Eventually we see in English Dhamma talk, right? Hello Marcelo, good morning. Thanks for being here with us now and sharing this talk. Hello what? Hello Anuratha. So yeah, this is like what I think, like it's the something that we should train the mind to experience happiness, to like, yeah, to have the right wisdom and then right liberation now and here. Hello Anuratha. Do you have anything to share? You can also share, and then we can learn together. And this is something, hello Anuratha, this is something that I like to mention. Have you heard about the Charita, the sixth Charita? Charita is the Pali language, right? Meaning intrinsic nature of a person, characteristic behavior or temperament. So, like broadly, it can be divided into 6 groups of characteristic behavior. If we know which type we are, it's just like something like a MBTI, something nowadays, right? But if we know, then we can, like know that, oh, maybe I should practice this meditation object. For example, there are 6, right? The one, Charita, the root, charo, I don't know. Charita is like the yeah, characteristic behavior. Like the one who is like more, people can have more than one temperament. People sometimes we have 3, we have 2, we have 4, we have 5, something like that. But something that like prominent, right? Imminent, I don't know. The one that stand out. For example, for this person, they like love something beautiful, or will love to eat something delicious, wanting very, very delicate and beautiful, and like when they wear something, they're gonna have like a nice textures only. They cannot stand to see something is not pleasant or something like that. So that's the one with lustful temperament. Or someone, what stand out is very like what's it called? Bad temper, hating temperament, like more of the anger side, more of an angry person. The third one of the deluded temperament, like always have doubt. No, deluded like what's it called? like more of the faith with no wisdom, blindly believe, something like that, or love to sleep, torpor, sleepiness, something like that. One of faithful temperament, like easily um, believe in something, or one of intelligent temperament, love to think, love to use the mind, to use the to think, to contemplate. And the last one of speculative temperament, like one who always have doubt, what is it, or maybe cannot decide, something like that. See, so people can have like more than one, normally more than two or more than three temperament with us. But for this person, might be like more of the lustful, this person more of the hating, this person more of the intelligent. But for example, if you have like you know a more of the lustful temperament, which means like you love beautiful thing, um, like expensive perfume only, or like nice textures of your clothes, something like that. Then the meditation object that you should practice is like asubha, to see the non-beauty in things. You might go and contemplate the corpse, like to see that, you know, that you try to use the moisturizer, the lotion, the cream to make you beautiful. But when you die, you're going to be the same as that corpse, something like that. So you need to know like what you should learn, what you should practice to get rid of your lustful, you know, temperament. If you are one of the hating temperament, then you need to cultivate loving kindness or compassion. If you're one of the deluded temperament, like you um, like love to sleep, or easily believe in something, then you should practice anapanasati, watch the breathing, breathe out. And also you need to have the teachers, you know, ask them, ask the teachers, always consult with the teachers. Need to have like the teachers more than other people. And if you one of the faithful temperament, then you should practice like a Puttanusati, recollection of the Buddha, recollection of the Dhamma, recollection of the Sangha, recollection of the what's it called, the precepts, the sila, something like that. And if you are one of the intelligent temperament, then you should, contemplate vipassana, insight meditation, or contemplate, because you're likely to, achieve that. And the last one, if you're one of the speculative temperament, then you should practice anapanasati. But basically, the Buddha said anapanasati is like appropriate for all. Okay. Anuradha asks, monk, I try my best to follow Buddhism and I feel so calm with it in my studies. That's a good sign and that's good for you. I hope you be happy while learning the Buddhism and be able to calm the mind and end the suffering. Hello, Ronald. Any question? Or you would like to share how you train the mind? Actually, what I should say, the wise tame themselves, right? What I would like to mention in this talk is that, of course, you need to train yourself, but you need to find the way. You need to find what is good for you. There are altogether 40 meditation objects. The one that's like very popular and also very good for you to practice is anapanasati. Watch the breath, breathe in and breathe out, and then be mindful. Be mindful when you breathe in and breathe out, right? Or loving kindness, Brahma Vihara, or 32 body parts, or Puttanusati, recollection of Buddha, right? They are they all, the 40 meditation objects, very, very useful. But you should know for yourself which is suitable for you, which one that you find it, easier maybe or more comfortable to do for you. You have to customize for yourself, and also you need to learn how to balance. The important point is that you should find the way to balance. If too much focus, too much stress on that practice, it's going to be stressful. It won't last long. Then you're going to be, tired. Then you're going to be I don't want to do it anymore. And then back down. So you need to not too focused, but not to not let loose, not just I don't want to practice, not something like that. You should find the way to balance yourself. You're the one who know how to moderate, how to balance. Not too stressful, not too comfortable until you so comfortable that you you let loose. It's just don't practice. Need to find a way. I would like to mention this. Yesterday I did the Thai Dhamma talk, right? And we mentioned about this. For example, when you go to the forest, right? We love to go to the forest to detox the mind, to get the fresh air and cool breeze, nice forest aroma, right? When we go to the forest, if we keep concentrating, focusing only on one tree, of course it's good, right? So you can observe, contemplate. The tree is like this, the aging. It's actually aging. It's grow, and it become the leaf turning from light green to dark green, and then to yellow, and then to orange, and then fall down. If you focus on that tree, only on that tree, of course it's good. But if someone cut down another tree, you won't see it, because you have too much focus on one thing. You won't see the surrounding environment. You see nothing, only on that tree. But and try to think along, if you focus on that tree, at first it might be good, but it won't last long, because why should I keep staring at this only? Fatigue, you might feel tired, you might feel what am I doing now? Maybe I don't find pleasure in looking at this tree anymore. No happiness while you practice. But if you back down just a little bit, step back just a little bit, be comfortable, and then you be mindful of the whole forest, but step back, comfortable, cool, calm, and look, not closely, but look around, broaden your view. Sit back And when, see everything, but, like, so when people cut down that tree, oh, that tree, down. Oh, that tree is down. Oh, the leaf falling from that tree. Oh, and then that tree. So you see the whole thing. So this is like how this is like it's important not to, too much stress, step back, and then learn to enjoy the process or something like that. That's what I mean. Like, if you want to practice, first you need to know which way should I do, which meditation object should I practice, and then at first you feel like I should do this, with just, sometimes you stress without knowing. So step back, comfortable, broaden your view, and just like practice with happiness in mind. Practice with a happy mind. Don't practice with the desire. Sometimes we have desire, but we don't know. Like, I really want to get to that meditative state of mind. I really want to get what that person have. Oh, I really want to get the shana, something like that. If you meditate with that idea, with that want, you won't go anywhere. You're gonna obstruct with that desire. So just like meditate with a happy mind. I'm so happy that now I'm still breathing. I'm so happy that even though, our life is not so happy, my life is not so happy as well. But when I meditate, just like, at least I'm breathing. At least I'm breathing. Even though I have many, like, for some people, even though I have like a sickness, even though I'm not healthy, but I'm not healthy like for this body, but at the mind, I'm happy. And I'm happy to practice, and then just start to practice. Stay cool, calm, comfortable, and then practice. And you will find the pleasure along this process. Do not wish to be happy once you reach the jhana or once you reach the calmness, but happy along the way. Hello, Vivek. Damika said, whenever I see animals, I feel fortunate that I got a body which can help to attain Nibbana. It's true. Human can reach Nibbana. Human and Deva can reach can reach as well. But human, we can, do the good deeds by ourselves, and we have hands, we have legs, we have like the mind, we have the consciousness, the mindfulness, the wisdom that we can practice and train ourselves in order to reach Nibbana. Be happy right now, right here. Hello, Vivek. Hello, Marcelo. I haven't seen this list of Charita before, and I find it very helpful, as well as your explanation and suggestion for practice. Thank you. I understand the Pali word of Charita is the word Charo, Chara, right? Which itself has three meanings: to give respect. Something is weighty, heavy, and it's valuable. Charita, I'm gonna search. Charita. 6 Charita. Charita, I don't know, but in Thai we use like the 6 Charita. I think it's in the Abhidhamma. You may have search in Abhidhamma as well. I don't know in the Western country, but here in Thailand we learn Abhidhamma quite a lot, and yeah, it's good to know. The practice of Charita temperament. Okay, if I find something interesting, I'm gonna share it to you then. I haven't read this one yet because I just found out about this link, but I'm gonna post it links anyway, so you can, you can look at this and then you decide yourself that it's good to read or not, and then you can, search from this. Charita, nature, character, or habitual conduct is from Abhidhamma. Ah, I found this one. Okay, gonna attach the link for you. So yeah, at least today, think about the forest, the image of the forest that I mentioned. Just see, like when we meditate, it's better to just like sometimes we're just so stressful in life, and also stressful when we practice. Why? Because we want something, and when we want something without us knowing that we like, I really want that, and then stressful. So just like step back, be mindful but not too focused. Be mindful that okay, thoughts arise, thoughts cease, feelings arise, feelings cease. You just watch it. Step back and watch it. That's it. Yay. Any question? Marcelo, I already attached the link so you can have a look. What else? Oh, okay. Memory pop up. So one more thing that I would like to mention is that like the what we learn from the Pali Canon, from the Pitaka, from the teachings of the Buddha, the masters, the teachers, whatever, the teachings, right, or the textbook. Think of it as this is one of the Kemananta. He's like a renowned, like he used to be a monk in Thailand. He said like, think of the textbook, the teachings as the map, as the guideline. Of course, we need to get a map in order to find the right direction, right? We need a map. We need a GPS to go to the right direction, to be able to reach that destination, to the goal that we have set as a GPS. But it's our job to go there ourselves and to experience what's written in that book, in that textbook, or what's being taught from that teaching. Think of the textbook or the teaching or the Tipitaka as like the menu, like Thai menu, Thai dish menu. And when it say like this dish sweet and sour sauce, something like that, it said that sweet. It's written that it's sour, but it's you who need to experience the sweetness, the flavor of that dish yourself. So of course we need the teaching. We need to learn the teaching, Pariyatti, right? Pariyatti is to learn the teaching. We need to listen to the teaching. We need to read the book. But it's very important for us to practice, to train the mind, to tame ourselves in order to experience, to taste the flavor written on that menu ourselves. Once you experience it, that's it. That's pachattang. You know for yourself. You don't have to believe what other people say. You don't have to believe that person who say that, sweet and sour dish is very good. It's very sweet. Maybe it's too sweet for you. No, you don't have to believe that. You have to taste it yourself, experience it yourself, and then you know it for yourself that, okay, it's not that sweet for me, or it's too sweet for me. I need to conclude this Dhamma talk with this. Anuradha said, how to be more like a monk, meditation is what I do, but something extra. How to be more like a monk. The monk, different lay people from the monk is the precepts. We can practice just the same, but the precept is not the same. The code of conduct is not the same. If you want to be more like a monk, then you should maybe come and pay a visit to the temple, to the monastery, and then learn the lifestyle. You could come to Thailand to learn the lifestyle of the monk. No, not to Thailand, to any place there. There's the monk, right? So go there and then live with them more than 7 days, and then you will learn the lifestyle. Yuan Pablo, right, said, good day, thank you for your wisdom. How do you balance the ability to regulate oneself with the possible arising of arrogance to avoid saying, wow, I'm so good at this, I'm so independent? Interesting question. How to balance the ability to regulate oneself, possible arising of arrogance. First of all, you need a teacher. The teacher is someone who's gonna regulate you. The Buddha said, Kalyana good friend, teacher, is like 100%, like the whole of holy life. The Venerable Ananta said, having a good friend is just like half of the holy life. The Buddha said, no, do not say that. Kalyana Mitta, a good friend, is whole of the holy life. You need to have someone as a guidance, someone who can, poke at you like too arrogant, This is conceit, This is atta. Your atta, yourself is so big now, something like that. But if we cannot find someone as a teacher or as a guidance, how to balance? Contemplate and then try to look into yourself without bias. It's very hard because sometimes, when we can do something really good, really well, sometimes it's like, actually I'm really good at this. But then you need to be mindful. You need to be, have self-awareness. You need to practice on self-awareness. Try to, talk to yourself. Just like Yeah, step back and then I think now, when the mind is like, oh, so good, I'm so clever, and then tell yourself like, be careful. The self is getting bigger. Be careful. Try to regulate yourself every day. For the monastic, I don't know in other places, but here we have to like reflect ourselves every night that am I still following the Noble Eightfold Path or not? The Buddha say if you follow, on this path, then you will reach the Nibbana. But if you go, outside of this path, then gonna take a long time. So we have to regulate ourselves like come back, come back. And we have like a checklist, the right view, the right view, and then the right thought. We have the right thought. And then what about right speech? Oh, I say something that I shouldn't say today, something like that. We have a checklist. Try to regulate. But to regulate oneself with the, arrogance, being arrogant. For me, for now, I think like when we can achieve something, when someone compliment us, just like when the mind just like, wow, just like, hang on. People compliment you for what you have done in the past. For example, if you complete this job and like, wow, people just like, so good. People just praised what you have done. But actually that thing already passed, already in the past. So just like, people compliment me for what I did in the past. But what about the future? I have no idea. I might not be able to achieve the same level of success. So, you know, don't don't be what's it called? Don't be reckless. Be mindful. Because if like it's very hard to, let the arrogance, flourish. So you try to, for me, I'm gonna teach myself like, be careful, be mindful, be mindful. Is it more desire? Is it more hatred? Do I accumulate more hatred? Do I accumulate more loving kindness? Do check yourself more arrogant or not? Now, the arrogant, the action of the arrogant, you can search from the blessing. The blessing sutta is called Mankala Sutta. One, the Buddha said, being humble is one of the blessing. If you are humble, then you have like the blessing in your life. The Pali word that they use is niwato. Niwato. Vatas mean wind. So when you're arrogant, the wind, you're full of the wind inside. So it's just like, I'm better than you. Or, I'm so good at this. But niwato is just get rid of the wind. So, like be humble. So once your actions like this, like be careful, be humble. You can know for yourself that, okay, I can do that things well, but teach yourself that in the future, if you stick with this success, you will fail, or you will have like a pressure to do better next time, right? So be careful. You can did you did good in the past, that's good. Good for me. But do not expect the same outcome in the future. Try to train ourselves like this. And then, yeah, I hope you get like the answer. What? Right? Thank you so much for Dhamma lesson, Satthu. Hello, Hari. Next Gen said, like to learn Pali script. It's very good. Pali, when you learn Pali, you know the root, the root of the word. And it's really good to know because it's from the Pali language, right? Somehow we have like the language barrier. So it's good to learn to stick with to learn with the Pali language as well. Okay. Thank you, Juan Pablo. I try as much as I can to, explain in English. I hope you get it. Yeah. Before we conclude, the wise train themselves. You should know how to train yourself. Consult with the guidance, consult with the teachers, or experience it yourself. What meditation object should I do? Anapanasati is good for me or not? Loving kindness is good for me or not? Of course, it's all good. It's all good. But is it good for me? It's good for other people, but it's good for me or not? And then practice. And then it's good to have like a Kalyana Mitta, good friend, guidance, masters, teachers for you to consult. But if you have no one to consult with the teachings of the Buddha. We have the Buddha, the Blessed One, as like the highest teacher, like a most revered, the first teacher. And then use the teachings. Consult with the teachings. Read more, listen to the teachings, and then contemplate, reflect. Try to teach yourself. Like for me, I stay alone. I'm just the only monastic here right now at the monastery. I have of course, I have like the late Praja Nandayani. I have the Buddha. I have other revered monks that I, ask ask for their advice. I have like people that I can, talk to. But it's very important for us to be able to teach ourselves, like, hey, don't be mindless. Be mindful. Hey, don't be lazy. Hey, don't be too stressful. Moderate. Find a balance. Wow, today you sleep more. Today you sleep a lot. Okay. Oh, today you work too hard. Okay. You try, like not to blame yourself, not to talk bad to yourself. Compliment yourself sometime. Warn yourself sometime. Teach yourself with the teachings of the Buddha. Okay. That's it for today. I hope you learned something useful, helpful for your path, for your journey in the teachings of the Buddha. Time's up for today. I'm gonna see you all in 2 weeks, in 15 days. And during this time, may you all be safe, be well. And until we see each other again, let's say Sadhu 3 times before we part. Sadhu, 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 Anumodhami. May the power of the Triple Gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha protect you all, so you all can be safe, be well, be healthy, be happy wherever you are. And also may you all have the right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration that will lead you to the right wisdom and the right liberation, Nibbana. Nibbana Paccaya Hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a good day, everyone. Goodbye.